Sean OMalley, who will face Petr Yan on October 22, believes that Aljamain Sterling, who defends the title against TJ Dillashaw in the same event, should share his percentage of pay-per-view sales with him. I think it's the first time Aljo has gotten a percentage of pay-per-view sales because he's defending his belt and he has to give me 50% of it. I was told by the UFC that when they announced my fight, they recorded such interest and engagement on social media that it just became a boom. My fight is the most hype in this card. I give credit to the duel of Charles and Islam, this is an intriguing confrontation, but I am against Peter, this is an incredibly interesting fight. Alluding to Sterling's lack of ability to sell pay-per-view, OMalley was probably pretty close to the truth. After the bantamweight title fight left the card of the UFC 279 tournament, well-known sports writer Ariel Helvany, citing informed sources, said that by doing so, the management of the organization deprived Sterling of the opportunity to receive a solid increase in the fee, as he expects big sales from the fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Nate Diaz heading the show. Khamzat Chimaev shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight with Nate Diaz. He is still dangerous and he fights until the last second. He's one of the legends, one of those guys everyone talks about, gangster. I'll show you who's the real gangster here. As I told you, I am from Chechnya, we grew up in the war, and we eat such gangsters for breakfast. I'll just go out and smash his face. If we fight in the standing position, I will knock him out. If we go to the ground, I will finish him with a submission or smash his face. I will force him to surrender. Let's see, it doesn't matter to me. I never have a plan for a fight. I never ask trainers what I should do in a fight. In the gym, I just work out what the coach tells me. Then I go out to fight and do the same. Already in the cage, I understand what I need to do. I don't believe in the fight plan, all that nonsense. I fight the way I fight, first or second round. Let's see. After the fight with Diaz, maybe I will rise up. If Kamaru Usman goes on a long break, maybe I'll move up to middleweight and fight someone there because I need 2 belts. Curtis Blaydes, who won a controversial win over Tom Aspinall over the weekend, doesn't understand why his Jon Jones vs. Stipe Miocic prediction pissed off the former UFC light heavyweight champion so much. I don't think I said anything super disrespectful or super aggressive. Maybe Jon drank too much that evening. I don't know what it was, but if they offer me a fight with Jon, I will accept it. I will not fight someone who is below me in the ranking. I agreed to fight Aspinall only because a victory over him would be legitimate. He is 6th in the ranking, but he could easily be in the top 5. But I won't fight anyone below me anymore. I want to fight the winner of the fight between Tuivasa and Gan, I deserve it. I've been in the top 5 since 2018, since I beat Alistair Overeem, and I deserve the challenger. Jack Hermanson, who was scheduled to fight Darren Till, explained how Khamzat Chimaev ended up in his training camp. According to the Swedish fighter, Chimaev purposefully helped him prepare for the scheduled fight, which eventually fell through. Khamzat Chimaev just showed up in my room and I have no idea what happened to them. I only have theories, I don't know for sure, and I didn't ask Khamzat about Darren Till. I was just glad that he came to help me prepare. Perhaps he already knew that Darren was injured. I don't know. Mohamed Makhachev, who competes in the flyweight division of the UFC, is ready to move up 2 weight classes to teach Briton Paddy Pimblett a lesson. I don't like this guy. In 2019, he wrote on social media that I cannot represent England and fly the British flag because I was not born here. He spoke badly about Georgians, about immigrants who, he said, had no place in the UK. And people support this guy? It is not right. If the UFC gives us a featherweight fight, I'm ready to teach him a lesson. The guy he fought this weekend was constantly transferring him and he lost the round 10-8 to him. Imagine what I'll do to him. I will do whatever I want with him. Khamzat Chimaev expressed his opinion on why the last 3 fights of the reigning UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, in which he defended his title, reached the judge's decision, not justifying the hopes placed on them. He does his job. He makes money. Now he is a champion. He doesn't have to do crazy things just to win. I don't know what happened to him in the last fight. He used to fight better. Now, perhaps, he is no longer so hungry. He has a lot of money and it changes some people. When you're hungry, you fight like crazy, just like before. Now he's just scoring points and winning fights. It's boring. Chimaev also said that after defeating Nate Diaz in the welterweight category, he could fight in the middleweight division, as he still expects to pick up at least 2 championship belts. Petr Yan explained why Sean OMalley, who is not in the top 10 of the division, will be his next opponent. Yes, we planned to fight with the top 5 fighters, but it so happened that in the given time frame everything was already distributed, and everyone I wanted to fight with was busy. Managers thought about how to act so that the fight was loud, interesting, and the UFC was interested in this. We all know that Sean OMalley, one of the characters he leads, moves the UFC. Let's just say they believe in them. And when I expressed a desire to fight him, my manager was just present in Las Vegas. At one of the dinners he spoke with the matchmaker, and they really liked this idea. The duel with OMalley is promoted, and as a fighter he is also interesting to me. I would not say that someone is afraid to fight with me. It's just too early for someone is not interesting to me for certain reasons. In principle, I have no desire to wait for someone specific. I never expect anyone or anything. I'm used to acting. It's the same here, I just act. Not every top 5 fighter will want to fight number 13 in the rankings. It's risky, you're risking your place, but it doesn't matter to me. Ratings, place, I don't care. He talked a lot about us, and then we challenged him. Then we had a personal correspondence with him, where we briefly discussed everything. Nikita Krylov said that he dedicates this victory to his fellow countrymen, who are currently going through difficult times. I wanted to say this in the octagon, but emotions got in the way. I would like to thank my Donetsk Fightmasters team and all the guys who are there. I wanted to dedicate this victory, if it helps to cheer someone up, to all the guys who are going through difficult times right now, and to all the families who are waiting for their people to go home. In an interview before the tournament, Krylov said that his parents and grandmother remained in Donetsk, who were not going to leave their native land. Two-time Glory welterweight champion Cedric Dunn will make his UFC debut at Fight Night 209 in Paris against Darian Wicks. 29-year-old Cedric Dunn won the Glory title twice, most recently in 2019, after which he made 3 successful defenses of his belt. In mixed martial arts, the Frenchman had 2 fights, winning both by technical knockouts.